In a concerning turn of events, a non-citizen in Minnesota reported receiving a primary ballot without ever registering to vote. This incident has ignited controversy, raising serious concerns about the integrity of the state's voter registration system. The individual, lawfully present but not a citizen, expressed alarm upon receiving the unsolicited ballot. He immediately reported the issue, fearing potential repercussions on his residency status. The Minnesota GOP and the Republican National Committee have demanded a full-scale investigation. They argue this case could signal widespread vulnerabilities in the state's voter rolls. The incident has cast doubt over the upcoming elections, fueling anxieties about the voting process. Both Republicans and Democrats are closely watching how the Secretary of State's office will respond. Following the non-citizen ballot revelation, the Minnesota GOP and the RNC demanded immediate action. Kevin Kline, Election Integrity Counsel for the RNC, and David Hann, chairman of the Minnesota Republican Party, sent a strongly worded letter to Secretary of State Steve Simon. They demand a comprehensive investigation into the state's voter registration system. The GOP is calling for a thorough review of the voter rolls to ensure only eligible citizens are registered. They want a detailed explanation of the protocols to prevent non-citizens from registering. The GOP's demands reflect a growing urgency to address perceived vulnerabilities in the electoral process. Adding fuel to the fire is Democratic Minnesota Governor Tim Walz's recently enacted driver's licenses for all law, a focal point of the GOP's concerns. At the time, Walz said there were 81,000 undocumented immigrants in Minnesota, and that the law would increase safety across Minnesota. This law allows undocumented immigrants to obtain driver's licenses in Minnesota, met with fierce opposition from Republicans. They argue it creates a pathway for non-citizens to be mistakenly registered to vote. The GOP contends the law has introduced complexity to the voter registration process, potentially leading to more cases like the current controversy. They are calling for stricter verification procedures and increased oversight to ensure only eligible citizens are registered. Kevin Kline and David Hann, in their letter to Secretary of State Steve Simon, expressed their concerns about the non-citizen ballot incident. They emphasized that safeguarding the electoral process is paramount to a functioning democracy. The risk of non-citizens engaging in election activities in Minnesota has never been greater, stated Kline and Hann. They added, following the passage of HF 4-2023, the Driver's Licenses for All law, individuals seeking to obtain a Minnesota driver's license or identification card are no longer required to provide proof of citizenship or lawful presence. This is a potentially catastrophic failure of the voter registration system, Kline and Hann stated. We demand that you take immediate action to investigate the cause and remedy the situation immediately. Complete transparency in these processes is the only way to ensure the faith in elections that the people of Minnesota deserve. Kline and Hann view this as a symptom of a larger problem demanding immediate attention. They are calling for a comprehensive review of the state's voter registration system. In response to the GOP's allegations, Secretary of State Steve Simon maintains that Minnesota's voter registration system is secure. He acknowledges the seriousness of the non-citizen ballot incident but insists it is an isolated case. Simon points to the state's multi-layered verification process as evidence of the system's robustness. Our voter registration system is designed with multiple layers of security to ensure only eligible voters are registered, Simon stated. We take all allegations of irregularities seriously and are committed to investigating them thoroughly. Simon emphasizes that the driver's licenses for all law has not compromised the voter registration system. He argues the law includes safeguards to prevent non-citizens from being automatically registered. Despite Simon's assurances, the GOP remains unconvinced and is pushing for a more thorough investigation. They argue Simon's response is inadequate and fails to address the seriousness of the situation. Secretary Simon's response is simply not good enough, retorted Kline. We need more than just assurances that the system is secure. The GOP is demanding a full audit of the voter rolls and a review of the driver's licenses for all law. They argue these steps are necessary to restore public trust in the electoral process. The GOP's persistence reflects the heightened sensitivity surrounding election integrity in recent years. The non-citizen ballot incident in Minnesota has ignited a debate extending beyond the state. It touches upon fundamental questions about election integrity and voter registration procedures. The integrity of the electoral process hinges on ensuring only eligible citizens are registered to vote. The GOP's concerns highlight the importance of transparency and accountability in voter registration. The outcome of this debate will shape the future of elections in Minnesota and the broader conversation about election integrity nationwide. Thank you for watching till the end. Stand up for free speech and help protect the free exchange of ideas online. Please like and subscribe to help us reach more viewers.